It is a very early 6:20. A very exciting day. We are framing the house.
Since we started building the house, we have already completed the foundation, wall block, and the trusses. Our goal for today's video is to finish the rat runs, the furring strip, and most importantly, the walls. All of the walls.
So we're starting our morning out and getting everything prepped off and ready. We got the good stuff here. A little bit of Dunkin' Donuts coffee. My dad is currently trying to figure out some different things with Tavo. I've got Jordan sweeping out, making sure everything looks nice and pretty on the floor. One of the first things that we have to do is something called rat runs. And all that is taking a 2x4 and making a continuous stretch all the way down your truss line to make sure that your trusses are centered. So your trusses are gonna have a 2x4 that lays across the top and runs down the whole house, centering your trusses on 24. So that way, as they're framing, everything is nice and plumb and all the screws go right where they're supposed to. We're gonna go ahead and get started with that. Very exciting. We got lots to learn today for sure. I have no clue what I'm doing. I just thought it would be cool if I tried this. We'll see how this goes. We are coming in here. Before you start, you have to put a fairing strip all the way around the top of the house, and then everywhere a stud wall ends into a concrete wall, you have to put a 1x6 like this. Frame each of these windows out here. So we're gonna do that real quick because we made the mistake. We already built this wall for this strip right here, but it was a bad idea because number one, it blocked our whole access to the rest of this house, and number two, we don't have any of the fairing strips up to tie in. Really, really glad we caught that. Here comes the time lapse. All right, all of our fairing strips are in all the way across the top of the house. We are now going to be starting on putting the 1x4 on the bottom. It's gonna be the same thing as a fairing strip on top. Most houses, 1x4 is an upgrade, but we're doing a 6-inch baseboard all the way around the house. So we want to make sure we have enough wood down there to tie into. So we're doing 1x4 on the bottom, and then everywhere that a stud or framed wall is tying into the block wall, we're doing a 1x6. We're almost done putting the 1x4 on the bottom. You can put that right in the corner, bud. I nailed these bracings in way too much. I remember Tavo telling me to only put one in them. I put 3 in every single one. Basically, when they go to frame this window, they're gonna have to sit this flush against what they frame the outside. If this is wrong, they're gonna have to pull it off and redo it, which it most likely is because all the windows, they'll have to fit each side. The cutouts are not perfect. Kind of messed that up, but it is what it is. I'm learning a whole lot. I'm also a little bit dirty. I guess I could clean up and that may take care of that, but yeah, I just haven't done it yet, so I guess I did a little bit, not good enough. We're finishing out these baseboards, 1x4s on the bottom, and after that, we're on to actually starting to frame the walls. So right now, it doesn't look a whole lot different. We've been working our booties off. Jordan's been helping me out. You're a 100% full-blooded framer, aren't you? You've been framing for like 30 years?
Yeah, I'm a full-blooded eater too.
A full-blooded eater? You're gonna go eat some more lunch?
No.
So once all this stuff is done, we're gonna start framing some walls. That's when the fun part begins. We got lakefront property here. That well running. We got a lot of people here. That's my grandpa, we call him Pop. My dad's here, my cousin's here, Jordan's here. We got a couple people from church here. It's a little loud, so bear with me. And now we're starting to work at the back. So they are framing out the tub right now. We still got a lot to do. Like I said, we got rat runs, we've got walls to put up, we got studs to nail to the wall, we got 2x6s we got to put up on the walls. We got a lot of stuff going on. I definitely thought we were gonna have a lot more done than we do right now, but all in all, I didn't do this to be fast. I did this because I wanted to learn. You guys know I've had my business for a year. I've been through thick, through thin. I got let go 3 weeks before we had my baby, which was a crazy time. I mean, that's a whole story in its own, but I basically had no choice but to figure it out. And so I think from that time, and realistically a lot of my life, I've been like, okay, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna figure this out until I get it done, even if it takes me forever. So I didn't do this because I have experience framing. I did this so that when my daughter gets older, I can tell her, hey, your dad built this house with your entire family, and how cool the story is that going to be. What you think, Pops?
I think it'll eventually get there, in spite of us.
Yeah. One wall down. Blake's putting in the spacer. Let me help him out. So my father-in-law, my cousin are finishing up that bathroom wall. So this will be the door, shower, toilet, vanity and sink will be on this side.
Pull it down and take a...
And in our floor plans, we actually have a false wall to hide the plumbing. Ethan and Mr. Quentin were doing that. Basically, we had to double up our framed wall to hide that plumbing. We were able to get this wall done here, as well as this whole bathroom. So right here is a guest bedroom. The only other walls that we have to get with plumbing supplies in them is this laundry room wall right here, and then what we're working on over here in the master. Now we were able to get a lot of help today, which was super helpful, but of course everybody has lives, not paying anybody to be here to help us, so they decided that they needed to go home and be with their family, which is completely okay. And there's just a couple of us left here now. We're on that stupid daylight savings crap. We did not have much more daylight, and I did not have any lights. And we have these little things that fly around in the sky called mini pterodactyls, or also known as mosquitoes, and they are pretty bad down here. It's been a little cooler lately, but we got something that'll pick you up and take you away. Definitely got to be careful. Got to swat them away. We got to pack everything up. I have to take Jordan home, and then probably tomorrow morning I'll come out and try and get some work done real early, since it's daylight at 5:30. So I'll come out real early in the morning, grab a bunch of stuff, and then head to church. Be at church for a little bit, and then right back out here tomorrow afternoon. Once we get through these plumbing walls, we should be okay. It should start going a whole lot faster. All right, it is extremely dark, but what do you think, baby? Walking her through the house now because it is late. It's only 6 o'clock. Bruh. I feel like I'm in a spooky movie. Whoa. What you think?
Looks so good.
So good. It doesn't look like we got a lot done, but...
No, it doesn't, but you guys did so good.
Dang, bro. So, anyways, I know it's dark. We didn't really get to show you guys a whole lot. To be honest, I'm even thinking about going and buying some lights tomorrow, so that way we can work a little bit later. It's light out here. I actually am in low light mode. I think I told y'all that already. Get out of here. You got a Christmas party to go to. I know it looks bright, but it's really not. It's just this busing camera that I got.
This way.
Bye, baby. I love you. Air kiss. Where's Paisley at? Let me see her.
I was waving at you, but you can't see me.
Paisley's out.
The side one.
All right, I have no idea if I'm going to pick back up in the morning before church, if we're just going to be out here after church. Going a whole lot slower than I thought we would be. I don't know why I thought we would go fast. We've literally had 0 people here today who had any framing experience, so the fact that I thought this would go even semi-fast is kind of redonkulous. We'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll pull the generators and get out of here, so I'll pick you up in the morning. Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday morning here on this beautiful, beautiful morning, and we are very excited to tackle today. Man, I have to tell you, I am so happy. It is not 100 degrees outside. I think the good Lord blessed me with some good weather for this, because I was not excited to have to frame the house in 100-degree weather like we normally have here. Extremely happy and extremely excited about that. So it's about 8 o'clock. We have church this morning, so I am not going to be able to get started working on the house this morning. But what I am doing is we're unpacking all of our power tools so that way we can build the house today. I'm going to be tidying up this morning. All this junk I've got to sweep out of here. This place looks like a mess. Huge mess. We've got our trash pile up here because I don't have a dumpster out here yet. Quite honestly, I'm not sure I'm gonna get a dumpster. 100% sure he can get over here and I'll just load him up and haul it out of here. It's just kind of like, do I want to have this job site look like a really big mess until he comes and gets it? I don't know. So I'm still figuring that out. You know us, we're trying to save money everywhere we can, and if I can keep my costs down a little bit, then I'm totally cool with it. So our main focus today is going to be this: installing our tub and shower walls here. On this back side, we do have a regular wall. That one's already built. I built it yesterday. And then a little half wall, and then we have a glass door, and then another half wall here. And then we have this tub. We basically just have to frame everything out, give them something to set all their fixtures and different things and fill the tubs. You'll be seeing that today. What you'll also be seeing is we need to deck a part of the upstairs loft where we do have a half bath. That way the toilet and everything can get set. Plumbing for the toilet can get set. And then the plumbers have to run a drain line all the way down here to this pipe right here. As you guys can see, our young adults ministry at our church, we had a night where everybody came and just bathed our walls in prayer and scripture. It means a lot. I mean, literally our entire house. Thinking this is going to be Paisley's room, so a lot of people wrote, "For you are God's masterpiece, a hedge of protection. God did not create you for a spirit of fear." Just implanting those really, really good and rich words from the Bible into our walls. These will always be here. This is one of my favorites. Right here it says, "Find God in nature," and you look up and in the backyard, you know, we have 3 acres. Eventually, all that is going to be cleared and kind of have a pond back here. We'll finish getting everything set up and we'll go to church, and then we will be back here after that. So, see you when I see you. All right, y'all, back from church. I got roasted at church today because I fell asleep with my daughter. She was being super fussy. Went back to the back where they had it streaming in the back youth room. And this is the picture that they got of us. I got caught in the act, y'all. The Holy Ghost got a hold of me. I just fell out on the couch. That's what it was. All right, trying to get started on this house.
Just rolled up to the house. We are wearing our play shoes. We do have on Crocs and rain boots, so we are prepared. But let's go see what they're doing in here. Daisy! Hi! What do you think of your new house? Do you love it? Say yay! Yay for the new house! Yay! So far, I don't know what's going on. It looks great though, I think. Oh, there's Bryce up there. Paisley, look, is Daddy up there? There he is. Say hey, Dad. Say looks good, Dad. Bryce is up there doing something. I don't know what he's doing, but something. Paisley's also doing something. Here's a little shoe update. Paisley, let Mommy see your shoes. So cute, girl. If you ain't crocking, you ain't rocking.
Aha. It's obviously very dark. It's only about 6 o'clock, which I hate. I really don't like that. It gets this dark this early. I've got no other choice but to put this light up and try and finish a couple of these walls. We've got plumbers coming tomorrow, and I have to get it done. Tell my wife I'm sorry later, I guess. I don't know what else to do. A little frustrating. We should have given ourselves a little more time to do this. But, oh well, it is what it is. Keep on working. Framing by yourself is for the birds, bro. For the birds. All right, I think I've just got one more wall to do for sure, and then we'll have to come back for plumbing upstairs. I really don't know what to do about that. I'm not getting up in these trusses and rafters by myself. There's just no way. It's not safe. I mean, realistically, it's not too safe for me to be doing what I'm doing right now. But, oh well, I gotta get it done. So I'm just not gonna be too safe, because then you don't have fun. So if you come through here, oh, also, you know what they say, if you can't fit through a stud, you ain't one. Anyways, so back around here, we have our almost finished product. Tomorrow they're going to be putting tub and shower in there. They'll be putting the garden tub in. We got that framed out. Got all of our fairing strips done on the back side. Got our bedroom completely framed out. Right here we have the vanity. Be a little linen closet right there. There's the pooper. So like I said, some of you may be going, oh my gosh, you guys are going so slow. We are, but we also, I don't think one person that's been on this job has actually done any kind of framing before. I'm pretty proud of myself for what we got done so far. Not in a million years I ever think I'd be able to do any of this, but we're doing it. So I got one more wall. That's probably gonna wrap it up for this one. Lots more to do, not enough time to do it, but highly blessed to be able to do this. I was talking with Quentin earlier and he said, how cool is it that you get to build your house? Which there is a lot of, my mind definitely thinks about that. And one of the reasons, like I told you, that I did this is because when my daughter gets older and my other kids get older, whenever we have those, I want them to be able to say, my dad built his house with my great-grandpa, my grandpa, his cousins, our friends, our church family, and that's what's important to me. I don't care how fast we get it done, really. I mean, I'd like to be in the house in the time frame that we've set for it, but all in all, man, I really enjoy doing what we're doing. I enjoy learning. Peace out, y'all. Good morning, everybody. We are bright and early out here at the house. Today, we are continuing in our framing. It's probably a little bit different than what you saw last time. So we got a few more walls up. My dad was actually here yesterday with one of the guys from church. They put up a few more walls. A couple of the big things that we want to get done today. We want to lay out the stairs. So we have our 2x12s over here that we're going to mark out and lay out. I have my pastor coming. He has some experience doing stairs. We'll look at the plans. I think there's 16 7.5-inch steps is what the plans call for. So very exciting to get that started so that way we can get up here and start decking. I'm getting so excited, guys. I probably just sounded like a 3-year-old whenever I just did that. But anyways, my dad actually finished off this whole back corner, which is really cool. Let me walk y'all through that real quick. Okay, so right here we're gonna have our pantry. And then into here we have the door for the bathroom, and then this will be the door for this room. We got to finish our closet over here, but as far as the room goes, we are completely finished with all that. The master bedroom over here is coming together quite nicely. I did a little extra. Ended up upgrading to a garden tub and upgrading the quality of the tub versus what was in here. So plumbers came by. I did not know this is what it looks like under your tub. That's kind of crazy to me. There's quite a few things that I'm realizing now that we're building our house that I never really knew. And I guess that happens whenever you do stuff that you didn't used to do. So a couple of things I got to do this morning. I got to clean up because it's a mess in here. I got to clean up. We got to finish running this set of rat runs right here, the second set of rat runs. And then we have to obviously finish framing the house this weekend. We have to, so I'm really hoping we can get done today. And then I'm going to hopefully start decking where the air handler is going to go up here in the trusses. I'm going to deck all that. Got to finish the rat runs over here. And then once we do that, we can tie these walls into the trusses, get everything set super nice and pretty, and then go from there. So, okay, so I'm trying to start to see if I want to blow all this out of here or if I want to sweep it. I mean, blowing is the easy and lazy way, but it also just kicks it all up. I clean this table off.
I'm interrupting this video because we have a never before seen side of Bryce. Did he just say he's cleaning? Hopefully he'll do this when the house is done being built. Okay, back to the video.
lot of these guys aren't going to be here for too long today, but they're here to help us out, so that's all that matters, and we really appreciate it. So while I was doing cleanup, Dad and Pastor Brian were laying out the stairs. Once we get those stairs in, we'll deck them, and then we can start decking our loft and our upstairs area. So pretty excited about that. We have been wanting to get up there for a good little bit. There's supposed to be a window over here, but the framers that set the trusses said that they have to be able to walk right there, so we have to deck it in order for them to be able to cut that out. I was wondering what this little stash of trusses was over here. Telling my dad, I was like, are we sure these guys did it right? This is kind of like taking your car to a mechanic and then they have a few nuts and bolts left over. We're rocking and rolling, getting moving this morning. A little earlier than we normally are. Got the whole house clean, nice clean workspace. Let's start cutting. Alright, so stairs are getting laid out. Pastor Brian was telling me this backside is going to be our stringer. This line that has a couple exits to it, it's going to cut and sit flush on our knee wall that we have. He's laying out. It's a 10-inch deep step and a 7¼ inch rise. So we factored in for carpet and all that good stuff that we're going to do upstairs as well as on the stairs themselves. I was going to do LVP, but he told me that would not be the best idea because if we were coming down the stairs in socks, we'd probably slip and hurt ourselves. So we're doing carpet on the stairs too. Do it. Let's get the cutting! Set of stairs is cut. This is Paisley's favorite playground right here. Can't stop going in. We got the first stringer up. We got the rest of them cut out. So right here we have our landing, we have our platform, and then our stringer is going to be right here, goes all the way up.
For all the girlies, these are stairs.
So the stringers will be one there, we got one in the middle, and then one will line up with this truss on this side. So this bearing wall's got to come out. We're going to build almost like a half wall. It's going to go right on the bottom side of the stringer to support it. So right now I just got it nailed off, got everything plumbed up. Gave us a little bit of a problem. We've been working on this set of stairs for 4 hours now, so it took a big chunk out of our day. My wife wants to show you her closet. I'm sorry.
Welcome to my crib. Most important room in the house. This is my closet.
Yep. So,
Nice.
and right here is going to be our gun safe. Right there.
That was not cleared by me to go in my closet.
So I'll be able to put my 5 shirts and gun safe in here, and then JC will be able to put her.
No gun safes allowed in here.
Where else will we put it?
In the garage, I don't know, somewhere other than here.
Yeah, in the garage where people can see it straight through the window. Great idea. Where it's not climate controlled, great idea. Ah, the joys of building your home. Fighting with where you're going to put the gun safe. That is definitely a Polk County thing right there. So. All right, y'all. Wrapping up this bedroom wall here. It's going up good. Realistically, we don't have that much left. We've got kitchen island frame, walls on that back side, and then just finishing up top. We're gonna go ahead and start working on the air handler so that way if the AC guys need to get out here and get started, they can. Alrighty, well, that took a whole lot longer than anticipated. We ended up having to rip some plywood and do some other things. The upstairs air handler up here is now decked for the AC guys. Decking that is gonna be a nightmare. We will be picking you back up in the morning. See you. We're picking up on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. We are now going to start running fairing strips since we're the only ones here. Now, here is a super plug if you guys are building your own house. So these fairing strips, they do not have to be exact. They don't have to match up perfect. So you can just rough cut them. So what I did yesterday, instead of cutting them one by one, I know that all of these need to be at 105 inches, which would be a rough estimate between the baseboard and the top fairing strip we have. So I took these, kept them in the bundle, marked 105, and cut them off. You guys may think that is super simple, but I'm very proud of myself. So Jordan was my nailer, and we went through, we did our 16-inch centers. We're gonna need some more fairing strips because we have run out. We still need to do above and below the windows, but other than that, we are pretty spot on. So everything's starting to look really good. We have about half the house up. Our fairing strips are up, above the window, below the windows, all the way around into the corner of the room, above the tub. I'm pretty proud of myself. It actually looks pretty good. Me and Jordan did a pretty good job. Got pretty much half the house done. These are all we have left, and we still have to do this wall right here. It's probably gonna get us through this wall and maybe down the back side in this bathroom. But other than that, about all we have. So we're gonna have to order some more. Already gone around and did my takeoff on how many I'm gonna need. We did our mark. So all that, again, another shout out to our amazing young adults family who has bathed our house in scripture. Everybody that's coming here to help us out on this has been really amazed that we do this stuff. So really crazy. Once we get all this framing done, we will be bringing the entire church family in here to write scripture on all the framed walls. I think I told you guys in one of these last videos, but Jordan is a foster kid that I mentor. 4 or 5 years we've known each other. I used to get Jordan every weekend. We used to bring him, he used to stay the night with us. That way we didn't have to drive. His house is about 45 minutes to an hour from our house. Since he's moved out there, we haven't been able to get him on the weekends because we moved here to the mobile home, and we don't have a room for him. So it's been stinking, but once we get this house built, this room behind me will be the room for him. So kind of cool. He's going to do all the fairing strips in his room. That way he can say, I did this, and be proud of it. Keep telling him, I looked over here, come look at this. This is funny.
Stop playing around, right?
He's like, no, man, this hair in my eyes don't make me, where are they at? Where was this couple? Oh yeah, here they are. Look at this right here. I said, go ahead and put some nails in here, Jordan. He didn't even hit it there. Then he hit it the second time, and he didn't even hit it there. I had to do that one. I said, bro, it's because all this hair in your eyes, man. You don't got to get your hair cut.
Tired, bro.
He says the ladies like it, so.
That's because I'm tired.
He's got a girlfriend, though. Who knows? But anyway, so we're going to pick you back up this week and then be framing into next weekend as well. Yeah, morning, happy people. It has been a day or so since I picked you guys up, and I apologize. I need to do better about these transitions and picking up the camera, but if this just goes to show you how bad my ADHD is. Not saying any excuses, but it's pretty bad. So, but anyways, we are out of the property, and this morning we are, cross our fingers, hope to die, stick a needle in my eyeball, going to be finishing framing today. Not entirely certain that's going to happen, but I got high hopes. You know, when the Lord's on your side, you can do anything. Isn't that what it says? I hope He's with us today. Psych! I know the Lord's with us. All right, so I'm gonna get in this truck. I'm also selling this truck. It's a mess right now. Anyways. there's another prime example of my ADHD, little squirrel brain action. I'm gonna get this truck pulled over here because we got a bunch of our tools in it. Back we got all our air tools, my battery powered Milwaukee is in here somewhere. Oh, there she blows. Boy, that thing is mean machine. So let's get this party started. Let's get framing done today, boys. You brought me a coffee? Oh man. Black coffee. We've been on the carnivore kick lately. Been falling off the train pretty hard though the last few weeks, but we're gonna get back on it. One thing I've started to like since carnivore is black coffee. It was not at first, most definitely was not at first, but I have found myself, you kind of just have to force yourself to drink it for about 2 weeks, and then after that, golden, baby. Then you desire bitterness. All right, Dad. So what do we got left? We got to finish framing in these doors. Realistically, we need to finish framing the stairs. I don't know if that's going to get done today. One thing my dad was saying that I haven't noticed yet, we were looking at why the doors were costing so much. Basically what happened when we decided to switch everything to 8-foot doors instead of 6'8" doors, our bifold doors that were in all of our closets, I think we have 4 bifold doors for our closets, and just those doors alone are like $2,000 because I guess they have to custom make them at 8 foot. So we're kind of trying to decide now whether that's a cost that we want to have, or do we want to bump them, just the closet doors, back down to 6'8" doors. And I don't really know what to do yet. We'll decide while we're doing this, but we're gonna get working. I wonder if our studs evened out. It'll be interesting to pull them off of there and see what we got. All right, so first project we're tackling today, literally the only inside walls that we have to get done. We've got this interior wall to do right here. We've got this wall to do, but we're gonna do that one last because we're bringing all the wood and stuff through the house. We've got some interior closets to finish, like this one. We need to straighten out and nail off a bunch of these walls now that we have rat runs put in. And then once we do that, got this island. I think we're sitting pretty golden after that, so exciting stuff. If we don't get done with this today, we are officially the worst framers ever. Yeah, we may still be the worst framers ever, even if we don't finish it. Dad's got the jokes. We need to get a new set of plans. All right, let's attack this thing. We came and we conquered. All right, she's looking pretty good. We waited to put this stud in until after we got it up just to be sure, but everything's plumbed up. Looking nice and tidy. Probably took about 6 times longer than if professionals were doing it, but we're extra professionals because we take so much longer. We want to make sure it's done right. That's how we do things around here. That's what we tell ourselves anyways. Doors and closets, except for this little stair wall. Final touches, and then we're working upstairs. We got a whole big old box of screws. Oh, pro tip, if you guys are doing upstairs or something like that and you don't want your floor to squeak while you're walking on it, you have a whole lot less of a chance of it squeaking if you use screws and liquid nails instead of just nails and liquid. Okay, so we have got almost all of the doors on this half of the house done. What we need to do is this. We need to do this closet, that closet, but other than that, we're pretty much done. I think we got 2 or 3 more doors to do. So we went through, put all our headers in, got everything where it needs to be. Got our pantry door in, our header up top. We just finished this door. This door is a little intricate because we had to make a lot of angled cuts here on the bottom and the top. We had to kind of match everything in there, so a little bit intricate there. But other than that, we were pretty set. I think we may need to put some bracing in the middle of these, but hopefully we're going to wrap up today. I'm not working until dark this time. I'm not going to do that. Me and JC have been not getting along very well because I've just been doing this and haven't been paying attention to them, so it's kind of my bad. So she told me last night she doesn't care when the house gets finished. She just kind of took that pressure off of me, and so now we're just going to do what we can do, and that's it. So one important thing I've told you guys, balancing family life and all that stuff is not easy whenever you're an entrepreneur and you're doing other stuff like framing your house. All you want to do is get it done as fast as you can, because that's the way your entrepreneur brain works. Time is money. The longer you spend, the more money you spend, and realistically, we're saving a lot of money here. It's taking our time, but just doing it on the weekends and stuff it's not that bad. So I need to chill out and go hang out with the fam a little bit more. So that's what we're going to do this evening. Alright, so what you just saw right there was a little bit of a custom cut we had to do. We had to basically rip a 2x4 down to 1.5 inches to get this door to fit, because it's a little bit weird on that back side. So probably do one more for up top, and then we'll just cut a little spacer for the middle. So we are nearing 5 o'clock. We got a lot done, but we didn't get a lot done, if that makes any sense. We got all the doors on this side of the house finished. That was the last one we just did. The only thing we need to do really now is plumb these walls and these walls right here. But to do that, I need to get up in the rafters and the trusses and put rat runs right here. I've got them on this side, but not here. So these trusses are moving a little bit, hoping that they are on center, because we just nailed that truss to that bearing wall there. So time for me to get up in the rafters. these off so we can wrap up this evening. Alright, well, I think it's time for us to call it quits. So the only thing we didn't get done that we really set out to do this morning was to finish this coat door right here and then finish this closet in here. So, not a bad day at all. I am extremely sweaty right now. Time for us to call it quits and start packing it up because it's gonna get dark. It's gonna get dark here soon. It gets dark at 3 o'clock in the afternoon in Florida now. Not really, but it does get dark at 5:30. Then you can't see anything, and we're packing it up for tonight. I have no idea if I'm gonna be out here tomorrow. Probably not.
If our wives have anything to say about it.
If our wives have anything to say about us coming out here, we will definitely probably not be out here tomorrow. But
Don't show that part of the video.
JC's editing, so she'll definitely see it. A couple last things that we still need to do. Get this kitchen island wall put in, finish the fairing strips around the outside edge, finish this closet, finish that closet, finish this wall here. But we really got to know what we're going to do with the stairs before we do that. So all in all, really, this time, realistically this time, we don't have that much more to do. So I know it seems like every video I say that, but maybe I'm just an optimistic person. Alrighty guys, well, I'll see you when I see you. Good morning, happy people. I'm at the house today. If you guys have not subscribed or liked this video or left a comment, feel free to do so. We would love to get to know you guys. We started this channel and did not tell any of our family or friends that we were doing it. See, my parents knew, my wife's parents knew, things like that. But in all reality, we have almost 40 subscribers, which means about 30 of you guys, we have no clue who you are. So we would love to get to know you guys. So if you guys want to drop a comment and let us know where you're from, why you decided to subscribe, we would love to talk with you guys. So I'm looking forward to that. Today is my birthday, and for my birthday wish,
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bryce. Happy birthday to you.
I really wanted to get this house done. I am getting my birthday wish. I think we told you guys already, but we got downstairs almost completely finished. My father-in-law's here helping me out. Very cool. Last few things we got to do is just fairing strips on this outside edge here. Then we will be able to move upstairs. So sadly, a lot of the people who are helping us out on this project are busy today. They're all busy doing meetings. I was at the meeting first thing this morning, but was able to break away. We got a few things to do. Got all day to do them. And I'd really like to try to start getting upstairs and getting that figured out today. My birthday wish will hopefully come true, Lord willing. Let's get after it. Especially for the women. All right, that wraps up all of our fairing strips, which I am very excited about. I went ahead and pre-cut trim for our slider door in the back and our front door. Fairing strips are done. The only thing we have left to do downstairs is this wall right here. So we're going to build this wall and we're going to leave it on the ground in the garage. We're going to go ahead and frame in the door going in from the garage, and we'll just leave it on the ground over here. That way when we do get done, when we decide we're done, we can literally just flop it up there, nail it into the ground, and we'll be good to go. So we're gonna get that done, that will completely finish all the downstairs except for putting it up and what's under the stairs, which is very exciting. Y'all, the door has been built. This is how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to lay it on the ground. You're supposed to get your header in, get everything, all that on the ground, and then stand it up. We did not do that anywhere in here. So that made our lives about 12 times harder than it needed to. At least we did one wall right. And honestly, you guys, as you're probably watching these videos, if you know what you're doing, you're probably going, what the heck is that guy doing as we're doing it? Like I said, we have no clue what we're doing. None of us have ever framed full-time or really framed at all before, so don't judge me too hard. And if it's wrong, we blame it on Jason. So now we got that out of the way, we'll probably scooch it back, get it out of the way, and then off to upstairs. All right, so our first course of action is we are gonna have to put a piece of dead wood in that matches the height of the floor. We're gonna have to scab that into the trusses all the way across. It's actually gonna be on this truss here. Have to scab that in to make our floor level all the way across. So our 3/4 tongue and groove is gonna sit obviously on our loft floor, and then it's gonna come all the way to this truss, but if we don't put anything on this side for it to scab onto, then it's just not gonna work. So I do that on this side and this side. Once we get that, we'll start bringing in our flooring, and then our flooring is gonna act as our rat runs or our spacers to make sure we're on center for our trusses. So let's get after it. Okay, scab is on this side now. Bringing in the tongue and groove plywood. We're gonna start lifting it up, putting it in the loft.
Once Bryce started the loft, he saw how many hours it was going to take him to finish the last stages of framing. He decided to throw in the towel and hire framers to finish the stairs, the loft, and the dormer. Luckily, they had this done within a few days, which kind of made me wonder if we should have hired them from the beginning. Anyways, here's a little before and after of all of the framing. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. See ya!